And welcome back to Pokémon Crystal, the quest for Gyarados. And we're starting off right where we left off, in the cave. I think it was Ilex's cave. I don't remember. I didn't get the map card. So I technically have no idea where the hell I am. Nope. Although, you know, see why I shouldn't. Between this and the previous episode, I've actually been playing my Pokemon Blue save on 3DS. Mostly because I need something else to do. Keep me motivated to finish this. And I wanted to continue getting through that game as well. I'm actually in Rock Cave in that game. So it's dark in there and I don't have Flash HM. I didn't get a badge that lets me use Flash. If I'm not mistaken, unless I am mistaken, I went and defeated Misty and Lieutenant Surge to get their respective badges so that I could use Cut. I had to go back and get the Cascade badge because I completely forgot that I even needed it. I already forgot that I'd already only had the Boulder badge. That's the only one I ever had all that time, and I had a Gyarados. I was going in and out of Diglett Cave to train my Pokemon all this time and a bunch of other stuff. So, to my surprise, and it was a lot damned faster and easier than I ever went through any gym. I mean, especially since I've already defeated the trainers that were in there. So, there's that. I put motherfucking... No, that was this. I put Faulkner's Pidgeotto on lock. On a serious ass lock. Is there an item over here? Great ball. Hidden item. And those of you who are playing Pokemon Crystal for the first time, remember that location. I really want to go all the way back. Well, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's completely optional. I could just as easily do it, but I'm like, nah, fuck that. I do just want to raise the level of my two Pokemon here. The Magikarp and the Gyarados. Why have a rock snake when you have a water snake? It's not really a snake, it's a dragon. Why isn't Onix a dragon type? I wouldn't change this thing. Easy first dragon type to obtain. No, they're in Rock Cave, as a matter of fact. It's in there. Wasn't even expecting that. Although, when it comes to areas like that, see, that's one thing that Pokemon changed. Every environment you're in changes after, like, Gen... I think it was Gen 5 that started this trend. It came to deserts, mist, when it rained, the environment changed, and that changed for Pokemon as well. When it was sunny out, things like that. Some event that happens near the end of Pokemon Ruby. I have never played Pokemon Ruby, but I have played Alpha Sapphire, and I'm referring to Pokemon Ruby, not Omega Ruby, but there really isn't much of a difference. I don't think there is. I'm gonna watch a video that explains what differences there may or may not be. It's been a long ass time, by the way. So I'm gonna hit up all these berry trees. Good grief. Magikarp learns Tackle at level 15. That's a lot of swapping out just to get a Pokemon to learn a single move that makes it viable for anything. And no, I'm not gonna sound like Dobbs or some other kind of elitist when I say, oh, this Pokemon is not viable or some other shit like that. I don't do that. They're the Pokemon guys, not me. Prefer the Lucario Guardian anyway. It doesn't sound nearly as obnoxious as certain other people I know who play board games based on the video game. Haha, I'm joking. Don't sue me. It was at this moment I knew. I fucked up. we can recover from that. Cyndaquil, I choose you after several hours of not choosing you. I'm also eating a chicken sandwich. So, I went downstairs eating me some delicious, what was it, chicken poppers or something? Got a brioche buns with cheese. Went to town. Hi. Bye. I have to forgive me, I'm eating. It's good. Oh, hey, it's Wade the Bug Catcher. Wait. The Bug Catcher. I was not paying attention at all to what he just said. I was just skipping through. So I thought he wanted to battle me again. But no, he said something, come quick. So... I like how this became a thing. You get phone numbers from people that call you when things happen. When a rarely seen Pokemon pops up, I'll call you. Hey dude, come quick. These dudes are spawning in fucking rapid succession. Get over here and bring your Ultra Balls. Like, okay. See, that's a cool idea. I'm glad they did that, but I played Alpha Sapphire and no one's done that. But there are other features for finding Pokemon. I still can't find, like, particular Pokemon in a given area. I can't find all of them. I don't know if I need to beat the game in order to get a MacGuffin that lets me find them or something like that, but I just don't know. That's also one of the worst things that Nintendo has done in their games. They're always doing this really dumb thing where they take an item and it's like, oh hey, you want to do the thing? Well, too bad, you gotta beat the game. Then come back and do the thing. And by the time you do that, it's fucking pointless. For example, prime example, I remember this one. Zelda's Minish Cap? Crap. The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap for the Game Boy Advance, has it so that you have to beat the game in order to obtain the Mirror Shield, where it's fucking useless. The Mirror Shield would have really been better off as a dungeon item or something earlier on in the game. Now, the game is pretty damn short as it is. You want me to beat the game, and come back and get this shield, or the possibility to get it, when I don't need it. What the fuck else is there to do in a game except for fusing all the Kinstones? And most people, like myself, would have already completed damn near every other side quest up to that point in the game. So there's no point in hiding that behind beating the game, which is stupid, like this decision I just made. I am not very good at this. Oh, never mind, it didn't do that much damage. How do you like it? You somebody uses their than you, dude. No, but that's one of the dumbest examples of things. It's like, did you not think this shit through? Because it's the fucking Mirror Shield. You get the Mirror Shield in the end of Ocarina of Time, but even then you still have to beat the game. The most useless item that's permanent equipment that you get in the game, it's only used for like a few things. The Golden Gauntlets. You don't use them for shit. You lift these big ass stones in Ganis Tower, and then there's one outside the tower that's blocking up a cave. That's it. That's fucking it. That's literally all there is to do with that one item. Now, it's a single purpose item, but, and that's fine. It's no different from the power glove you get from the forest, I think it was, in A Link to the Past. You get that item. Wait. Oh yeah, but it's fine, I guess. You get that item in A Link to the Past. You can lift heavy stones. I mean, it's the same kind of item, the same kind of idea too. But you haven't beaten the game. You've just entered the Dark World, and you need to get rid of these damn stones in order to make progress and to make getting through the game a lot easier. So I'd say, hey, sure, probably give this to you in the second half of the game. Because if they give it to you as a dungeon item or something, while you're still in the light world, you can fucking skip through so much of the game before you're ready for it. Fortunately, from what I've seen in randomizers and such, the Japanese version has it so that you always restart the game from the light world. Oh, you learned a new move finally! Yay! Every time you save and quit or something, yeah, you restart, and you can choose the sanctuary or your house or the dungeon that you relaxed in. What would have made Zelda games a little bit more interesting is if you had multiple purposes to go through the multiple dungeons there were. Not like the Temple of the Ocean King. Let's not talk about that one ever, because that should never happen. But something more along the lines of Metroid games. You go through multiple areas, multiple times, except for Meridia, because fuck Meridia, that place sucks. The only reason you go back is to get the items you missed, because you didn't have the item you needed, like the gravity suit, for whatever reason. Speedrunners do that all the time. Anyway, yeah, make it so that you can go through the dungeon to do certain other things, and make it even cooler and do stuff like that. Zelda doesn't do what Metroid does. Metroid has it where you backtrack through an area with equipment you get from later on to get stuff you missed, and to get to areas that you couldn't get to before, unless you cheated or something. But most people, like myself, are not gonna cheat just to do a thing. I'm not a robot. I can't just perform a tool-assisted run just because I feel like it. That'd be silly. I don't think that we're gonna see a Zelda-vania game anytime soon. Because the structure for the Zelda games works just fine, as it is. As does the Metroid formula. It works just fine. I have no problem with that. But it'll be interesting to see these two fuse. You know, something that, something you hear Jakey talk about. Games that should bang. Metroid and Zelda. Yeah, the overall world structure of Zelda, but you have the functionality in all the dungeons of Metroid, and certain other areas in the game as well. Whereas you need to backtrack to go back to one area, maybe complete a side quest, defeat that. Oh wait, no, wrong part. Complete the side quest, get an item, come back to the dungeon for like the second or third time, and access a different area, which was completely different. So it's like a dungeon and a half. In a sort of way, if you look at it. What is this thing? Original Pokémon. If Nintendo can do it with Mario Kart and give us a game and a half on a different platform, then I'm sure they might do something like this in the future. Now, granted, this is just changing things. They've already changed it so that all the dungeons are basically mini portion-sized dungeons. Not like those Chips Ahoy fun packs you got as a kid, or some of us used to get as a kid, where you can just buy fucking like Sam's Club or something. Those are the shrines in Breath of the Wild. Every pack is a shrine. That's how Zelda works now. Zelda is fun-sized. for your convenience and for the sake of those who don't have a lot of time to do a long dungeon crawl, like something you see recently in Blossom Tales or something. Those dungeons are long. I fell asleep playing one. I dozed off, and I woke back up and I beat it. The music in the Fire Dungeon, some of the best music in the game. Unfortunately, not to say that the game's a snooze fest or anything. Far from it. It's a Zelda-like, just like the other games we developed. My problem comes from the unfortunate fact that I'm drowsy when I play those games. It happened when I was playing Mega Man X-Dream 2 and... what's the other one? Oh, Wind Waker. I fell asleep for hours with the lights on and stuff, and I woke up. I guess the calming sound of seawater sloshing around the boat is just enough to just put me in the dreamland. I mean, I guess. I may as well. It worked, apparently. Oh, and I had to land on my room for the longest damn time. Take my advice. Never do that. Never sleep with the light on. If you have a ceiling light, turn it off. Even if you just happen to just wake up while you were asleep and then go back to sleep, just turn that damn thing off. It's way too bright. Well, mine are. I have like the regular 65 watt, whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, it's a small problem for me. It's nothing major. Falling asleep while playing video games? Well, that's totally something that's only ever happened like 67 times in my entire lifetime. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but it's true, it's happened. I'm putting it out there. Yeah, at least I did fall asleep on stream many times. I've been emote made out of my face with my gaping mouth. That would just be weird. What's not Ilex Cave? Ilex Forest is a completely different area. So, I don't know what the hell. Oh, it's a spider! Punch you! Not very effective. Stop that. I also wish I had psychic type. There's only one way to get rid of those. And yet again, it's a roadblock. Which is pretty damn lame, actually. The only real roadblocks in the first Pokemon game were, yeah, you had to beat the first gym leader to move on, but everything else you could just battle your way through it. Oh, and there was also the Cerulean City thing. So the only way out of the city going south was to deal with the Team Rocket member. Meet him, get the TM, go south, I guess, if that's what you want to do. Absolute worst roadblock in the history of Pokemon are those damn trees. Now, if this was like an online mobile game or something that had an internet connection, you could probably pay to get rid of those for like a day. Which would be pretty lame, but it will work nonetheless. I should really just make iced coffee from now on. But yes, lick it while it's asleep, and all of its legs. I can't help but wonder how. How is it licking these different things? There's got to be like a method or an angle. It's like when you begin the assault on a burger. Like, where do you bite? How do you bite? How wide do you open your mouth to put the meat in? Oh shit. Especially when it's one of those unconventional burgers from a place that's not like Wendy's. They have a thick-ass burger that's about 2 inches, plus the bun, plus all the other stuff that's on the burger. It's not like standard. It's like fucking stacked. It's really stacked. The burger's height is overall like 6 or 7 fucking inches tall. So you're gonna have to like bite into it like sideways or something. With a big-ass fucking dagger running through it, like a rapier or S-stock. Like, you can't bite into that, so you gotta bite around it, just to be safe. You could just as easily remove it, but if you do, the whole thing falls apart, like Jenga. Or your dog hops on the fucking table. Ruins the entire game of Jenga. It's like someone playing 72 pickup. You're like 72 pieces or something. I don't remember. What better place to train a Gyarados, or for a Gyarados, than to go to a tower full of old men dedicating themselves to the almighty deity of Ringius Planticus Giganticus. Okay. Now I have to fight a castle. Damn it. This is the part where we mash. I don't know if I have awakening or not. Also, just realized something. Instead of putting the sauce in the sandwich, I'm just gonna do what I did last time. We did a nice sized container, about the size of a usual dipping tray, and dip my sandwich in. Oh, come on! Hasn't even really started attacking me, hasn't it? Oh yeah, I have one. Well, I'm just gonna switch Pokemon, because this isn't worth it. I'm just gonna let me use Cyndaquil. And then I realized this tower's not even that fucking long of a dungeon. Or that tall. Unless, like, the transitions are just like, say... how do I put this? Anyone who's ever played Mega Man demo. Like, when you go into... In some of the games, when you go into a person's house, you instantly end up in the character's room. The uninitiated, you'd be like, oh, it's a small-ass house. No. It just straight up warped you directly to their room, because that was the only part of the household that served any purpose for the player. So you were instantly warped there. instead of having to wander about and extend gameplay time or whatever. This is a godsend of a thing for speedrunners. Warping, fast travel, all that stuff. So, take that in mind. When it comes to characters going upstairs and downstairs and things like that in RPGs, that's how they get around. There's probably a long-ass staircase, and instead of having a separate animation with unique artwork that you can only ever see at this one point in time, you just see your character instantly warp through staircases from one area to the next. Or something like that. Oh, this is where you get Flash. I remember now. Hell, I'm still not going to use it, even if I have. Maybe I'll run to it in the place where I would actually buy it. But as you've seen previously, I was fishing in Dark Cave. That's how I got this Magikarp. Seems to be a winning strategy. Which is have a plant. This is probably an unintentional reference to some kind of drug or hypnotic. Oh hey, let's lick this plant and get like really high. Like who does that? What kind of plant could you possibly? Oh. Yeah, but it's not. No, but it's not that kind of plant. I'm probably the only one thinking about this right now. But like, take a Pokemon like That's right. That's funny as hell. Where were we? Got a little sidetracked there. Yeah. I should probably not go on to what I was gonna say. Anyway, let's play Pokemon. Let's choose the obvious thing we should have been doing this whole time. That's not very nice, you little twat. Bye. Be gone, potted plant. Oh, that's unique. Oh, it's a fucking unique one right there. I love it. And how do we do with owls? Seriously. Now, the one move that I wish that Ghastly had was like Poison Sting or something. I know you could probably do it in the anime, because you can do all sorts of things in the anime that you cannot do in the games. It's like, screw the rules. Hell, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does it too! And that's where screw the rules came from. Well, if it didn't come from that, I'm pretty sure it came from the British. Don't remember exactly. Hang on a second, let me do a thing real quick. What do I have to do? Thing. Let's find some more interesting music to show it. Rocky. Oh yeah, you know what else is cool? The Monster Brain for Game Boy Color. There's an old accessory and basically a cheat device dedicated to Pokemon. No, not everything is a code breaker or a Game Shark for those of you out there who don't know what's what. calling just anything like a game shark is like just telling people to Google something when you probably shouldn't do that, because that's that one thing that Linus spoke about that people have been doing, and you shouldn't do it, but people do it anyway. I'm not going to get into that, because that is an entirely different topic of things to do and to talk about. I need to figure out how to... Hold on a sec! Because at the moment right now, while I'm technically, like, kind of, like, paused... no, that's not it. Oh, it's like past midnight. Shit. I just realized that. I stream at some of the most inopportune times where people don't die. Well, I happen to be awake, and I'm fine. But you gotta catch me late night, dudes. I stream really late. Most people aren't gonna be awake. But at the same time, for those of you who are awake at this hour, don't mind the guy playing Pokemon or whatever, I'm like, sure. Alright, that's there. Now we just have to go to, one more thing. Where is it? Oh, there isn't a link for that here. Do the twist. I'm doing something off camera right now. I'm satisfied am I with Google. I'm actually quite disappointed in you. Every time I see this. This is why I have to stop and think before pressing X. If this is you, if that's you doing that, having to say that, oh, right. If you actually have to sit there and say that, you have a problem, and it's no ordinary problem with that. That's done. And I think that's it. Right, let's get back into the game. So I can actually focus on this and do the other thing. I probably should have been doing that the whole time. Having you stare at a Gyarados and a Hoosier. I mean, a fucking rock Gyarados. That's totally what this is. I think Gyarados is longer. Gyarados is longer, but Onyx is bigger. Prove me wrong in the comments if you so choose. I've looked at Gyarados' page numerous times and I have not paid attention to its measurements. It's not the length that matters, it's how you use it. When you've got that much dragon between your legs, really, it's more about the approach, you know? Because when you're riding that Gyarados into battle like it's a big, really long boy, you gotta think, is it gonna use Hydro Pump and knock me off its back of the neck, or am I gonna be able to, you know... How's it even doing that? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe Hydro Pump isn't a huge tunnel of water, like how, you know, certain things are. Maybe it's more like, hold on, I just got a better idea of what I should do. Maybe it's just a tube of water that sprays out, like a hydraulic, cleaning thingy. Make your memes now. Alright, let's go. Let's move on. Ooh, sounds good in the pounding. Oh, indeed, Skull China. But let me ask you this. Let me address one thing. You see this pillar right here? This is an object that is made up of a 2x3 set of immovable objects. I can understand the wall over here. This should just be 2x2, because that's how much floor space it's taking up. Instead, can't walk past this part, which should allow me to do. I get it's cut off so that you can see where you are when you walk past it. But even Dragon Quest did the thing so that it's a 2x2. You know why that's annoying? Because that means that if that's there, then developers of the game, of any given RPG, could just force it so that you have to walk around a long way and put a big ass fence or gap or something there. Instead of programming it so you can walk behind scenery, you have to walk all the way around it. So if there's a building or a tower, you're never getting around. It's basically a U shape. That's like the top of the screen is what that is. That's how every building is in this game. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that the Earthbound games let you do that. The second and third ones. The second and third ones make Mother 2 and Mother 3, but, yeah. Anyway. Is there anything over here? We should be able to walk past it. Ooh, no, it's Ghastly! He supposed to suck, I'm like... Wait, no he doesn't. He's not a vampire. Oh, that's another thing. How I have been indeed. Well, anyway. Ah, damn it! I don't have any more awakenings for this! Screw this. Let's use another, Pokemon with elemental attacks, because all my other Pokemon use normal type moves. And as we all know, normal type moves do not work very well on what's basically a ball of gas. They could have made a ROM hack that easily make Ghastly one of the scariest Pokemon, because what's scarier than trying to fight a black hole that's about the size of a basketball and is invulnerable to, like, plenty of things, except for fire and water, which trying to fight. Oh, what am I doing? What do you want to wager that that painting is actually a fossilized Bellsprout. The ties that bind! There I am trying to multi-manage again. You still asleep there, buddy? You need to wake up. You're getting whippings. I've made a startling discovery. Now, it may just be Gen 1. But, unfortunately, my whip only has 10 PP. For whatever reason. Come on, wake up already! Yay! I'm really just trying to get him to wake up now. It's not working. Unfortunately. Come on already! Yay! Fuck! Can we just hit like an item, like a paddle? You can like paddle your Pokemon's ass to wake him up or something? Oh wait, the Pokeflute. I don't have a Pokeflute. I don't know where to get one. Damn it. Seriously though. Like, wake your ass up. Fry me some leaves. Jeez. Your life's at risk. All this time. Use food. You know what? Yeah, I will switch Pokemon. I've been doing this for the past several hours in Pokemon Blue with 2 different Nidoran. Let's see, and a Spearow, as a matter of fact. Let me just re-educate myself and try to figure out what stab means again, because I don't, for whatever reason, remember what the hell I don't remember what it means. I just need to remember exactly what all there is to know. Stab, acronym, same type attack bonus. When you use a fire move, a fire Pokemon executes that move. Additional bonus damage, perhaps? I used to didn't think there was stab for normal type move, but I think there might be. It makes more sense for it to exist than for it not to, because there's a lot of good normal type moves out there. For stab to not apply those would suck, and it would be contrary, actually. You mean to tell me you get stabbed for fire, ghost, and ice, but not normal types? What? Why is he saving that Bellsprout for last? Oh, well, what's up? What's he doing? Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a group of people who are more interested in a different kind of acronym. Fear. Why? Fear when you should fear to stab. Wow, that's a lot of experience points to build up. Good grief, man. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Where are we? Ghastly. I have 2 rock Pokemon, a water type, and they're all weak to grass type moves like Vine Whip. So instead of being stupid and having them endure painfully obvious blows that are their weaknesses, I decided to be a smart guy and use a ghost type Pokemon. If I could have a ghost type Pokemon as my starter, not only would that probably be broken, but it would also kind of be fucking pointless because, let's face it, we haven't fought anything that wasn't. Oh shit. Uh-oh, that's our phone. The battery of the phone is low again. I charged it up to like 74% while I went to go eat. Excellent. I'm gonna have to stop. Oh no. Well, at least we got a good run. And I really have to do all this in Sprout Tower? No. But you know what? Having Flash might actually be useful. Maybe. If I actually decide to use it. But because of the power of the internet and intuition and a bunch of other things, I don't technically need Flash. Let's see. Oh. Horror tile set. Yeah, let's be quick about this. Any Time Splitters fans out there? Hold on, is that a PayPal logo? What the hell? I had to get a new container link. This one feels like it's cutting into my elbows. Butt cheeks. People are training upstairs. I'm sure they are. Alright, now we don't need to deal with that anymore, and we've not left anything else behind. I'm gonna use the next Pokemon, actually, hold on. Let's go buy some Awakenings. Oh, that's not that fine. It should be the cheapest fucking thing. They're probably just salts. To my knowledge, every item in the Pokemon games has artwork for it. So I imagine that the Awakening is just that, a pack of smelling salts. Which I don't remember having used on me, but they might have been at some point in my life. I don't have any, I don't really know what they actually look like if you were to just grab a pack from somewhere. Those are mostly because they're in like emergency kits and stuff, so when would you think you'd ever like find smelling salt unless you look on Amazon or shady marketplaces like eBay for just such a thing? Yeah. Lots of crumb. Whew! I feared for the worst just a moment ago. Don't worry, one of these moments I'm gonna find a thing where What's Union Cave? That's what it was. Okay, so here's an idea. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, right? You see that one pool of water right there at the very beginning? I would hope that I wouldn't have to use a prompt just to hop across the water if I'm going to ride on my Gyarados or something. It would just go across the water. Like, in Zelda, when you get the flippers, or the step ladder, you don't have a prompt that says, would you like to use this item to cross the water? Like, just go! I mean, I hope that's the case, especially in an area where there's lots of water. just goes in the water and does the thing. I really don't know. I also have not played Pokemon Sun and Moon yet, so I don't know how that is. And you understand that, I believe, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is where you can have Pokemon follow you around? I'm not entirely certain. But what I would like to know is that if you can ride Pokemon, just ride a Blastoise or Gyarados or something, or whatever, and then have them walk across water. Boom! Problem solved. At least that's what I'm hoping for. This doesn't seem like something I would want to be, you know, a little trivial about. Like, oh hey, you do a prompt, you gotta hit the menu button and then do the... No! I truly believe that they are trying to get rid of all of that. Because that just seems like some archaic RPG shit that no one wants to do. This guy gets fucking empathy from me. I hate that. I hated that a lot. You go through an area and... Yeah, looking too bad. I think this is like fourth wall breaking, kind of, due to the fact that that's like Pokemon Company listening to the fans. They hate the fact that people are being confused by the Zubats. We're going to reference that in our latest game and say, yeah, we hear you, we know. The population of Zubats in the cave is freaking ridiculous. But, hey, rock throw. Colby! Oh, it worked! You know what else they should listen to? They should listen to the fact that all Pokemon that float should not be affected by moves like Dig. I don't care. If it's floating and it's not touching the ground, it shouldn't be affected by Dig. As we all know, we have not seen the bottom half of Diglett's body, and the Pokemon Company wants to keep that secret, right? Unless you somehow have a giant Diglett that can raise 7 feet in the fucking air, there's no reason why, at any point in time, that move should be able to hit anything if it's floating. Even if it's floating a few inches off the ground, it should be reasonably able to like get out of the way. In later Pokemon games with 3D models, Pidgeotto, I think, just sits on the ground. And yet, still, Dig is completely missed that Pokemon because flying types. Yeah. Have you ever tried to actually punch a pigeon? I hit one with a rock, and it made it poop itself. This is an old ass story from when I was but a wee lad. Uh-oh. We are reaching critical levels now. I'm gonna just try to... It's a shame that this actually turned out to be one of the shorter ones, because if I just let the phone die, then we're gonna have a bad stream. My dudes. What the hell? Hit him! He's like 3 feet in front of you! You can't throw a rock! I did that when I was a kid! It was amazing. Because just like in the cartoons, when you see something heavy, you hit the character in the head, it's like their head bobs a little bit. That's what the bird did. He didn't even fly away. I wasn't even aiming at the birds. I just threw a rock. It sounds like bragging, probably, so. Like, it's not, though. It actually happened. I have a fucking superb photographic memory of that very moment. I kinda just want to get through the cave. Ah, there's the exits. We got 4%. Oh boy. Come on. No, I'm actually just gonna run. Run. Hey, look, it's the beginner's trap. I think I'm fucking stupid, but I'm not. I'm gonna get this berry real quick. Yeah, I remember somebody mentioned that earlier. I fell for it as well. Just to beat you down even more the moment you leave the cave. This is Anthony the Hiker, though. You kind of want to battle him and get his number, but I'm gonna skip him. I know who he is because he's one of the more prominent characters. NPCs that you meet, and he's also a pretty interesting character. For some reason, like, certain NPCs in Pokemon games just stick out. The last from Gen 1, Anthony the Hiker, and the Rattata trainer from Gen 2, and Zinnia, for whatever reason. Alright, this is why I'm going to stop streaming, because it's on 2%, and as we all know, that is, of course, not good for the stream. Sadly, yes, we're gonna have to stop, but don't worry, because we're gonna start again later, and, in game time will be daytime. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait a few. Thank you all for coming and watching for as short a time as you did, as short as stream this is. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and I'll definitely, you know, eat up all your delicious feedback and stuff. So yeah, before the phone dies and I ramble on, it's been like 56. Alright, bye. Yes, and